What's up, YouTube? Why do you throw your hands in the air?
I don't have hands.
It's your boy, T Saint Earth Nation.
It's your boy, Apex, Water Nation.
It's your boy, TNT Saint Fire Nation.
And it's your boy, A Fatty Air Nation.
She's gonna fuck it up.
What up, y'all? Welcome to another
You fucked it up. We do the same
Summit.
shit every fucking
Four
time.
Nation Summit.
I'm
There
on
you
my
go.
nonchalant
Exactly.
shit.
We're back, and today we're gonna talk
You
about
look-key back,
some
yo.
shit. That's as far
That's
as we
why.
got.
That's why.
We're gonna wing it as always.
Thug it out, as always.
Bro. I got a quick question.
Go ahead. Fire
I've been seeing this thing, final moments or bleed out spots, right? It's for fantasy type stuff, right? So let's say if you're in a fantasy world, knight, Viking, ninja, whatever you want to be, right? What do you think is a good location you would choose for a bleed out spot? Like the battle's over with, you
On the hill.
just got done fighting and you separated from the group.
Right.
You're walking away, bleeding out. Where do you choose to lie down?
So I've actually thought about this a lot, simply because of the story that I'm writing and stuff like that. Like if I have a character, how I want them to have their final moment and stuff like that. Obviously it depends on the scenario. Like if it's a medieval setting, has to be on the battlefield, bodies around you, things like that. You know, fucking arrows in your body and shit like that. I can't go out like I can't be the first motherfucker in the group that's like, "There's already arrows where?"
It's a bleed out spot, dog. So the battle's already over.
But you know that's what I'm saying,
It's
right?
your battle.
If for me, I would probably choose like it sounds kind of soft, like a grassy field or something. You know what I mean? Like if I'm bleeding out, I don't want my last vision and stuff to be the battlefield. Let me see something nice, bro. Like if not a grassy field, let me be looking up at a fucking cloudless sky with fucking stars and moons. Let me see something nice before I go the fuck out. I don't want to sit there and look at my homie head on the ground like Billy.
We cooked.
Yeah, they
We
got
cooked.
Billy. Wilson. I don't want that to be my last moment, bro. Give me something peaceful to drift off to.
Okay, so
I feel that.
I got you. Anyone else?
Well, to be different from you, because I ain't gonna lie, I would like a grassy field. But to be different, I would say like maybe like around like the Renaissance time, or maybe more like Gothic medievalish. Like kind of like London when Jack the Ripper was around, but
Okay.
not with that nigga around. To be different, I'd probably say like a very nice church around that time. Like not inside the church, on their steps.
Mm.
That reminds me of Trigun.
Yep.
Trigun. I don't know if you've seen that before. It's a spoiler.
That's
So,
okay. Go ahead.
dude, his name was Wolf.
Mm-hmm.
He was a priest, and he carried around this big ass metal fucking cross. But the cross turned into a big ass fucking gun, and then on top of that, the arms of the cross had guns in it too. So he had pistols in the
damn.
motherfucker. He ended up fighting this one dude, ended up dying, and fucking died at the church. At the church with his cross leaning against him and shit. It was,
Tough scene.
it was
bro.
tough. I teared the fuck up. Damn near probably let a few tears loose at that point. But
Right after he just started liking
yep, he was falling.
Shorty.
He was starting to fall for a girl and everything like that. It was such a sad scene. But the church is a good one though.
Mm-hmm. Apex.
Probably like a snowy forest. Snow falling.
The
Leader
wolves
now.
come and eat him.
I actually wouldn't mind that. Being dead.
I was gonna say
Not a lot.
before or after, because you pleaded out.
Being dead. And the wolves eating me. I'll be okay with that.
Not much choice, but
I was like, yeah, it's up to you. But I feel you.
okay.
It's
That'd
the
be my
circle of-
preferred animal to come eat me.
Next.
Alright.
If I had to pick a spot, I kind of agree with Cuz a little bit. I'd rather pick a snowy field, right? If anything too, I'd pick by a river. whether it be a snowy or grassy field by a river. Let me just go ahead and lay down next to that, just watching the creek or the stream go, right? And if not, I low key would choose the Spider Lily field in Ghost of Tsushima.
That's a good one.
I
fuck
die
with
there.
that.
I die in that Spider Lily field against the tree. That's where I would go to.
My other option was by the ocean watching the sunset.
Mm.
I just
That's
want to make.
tough,
I just
too.
want to see the ocean.
Yeah.
Mm.
Just want to see the ocean.
I
And
ain't
then
gonna
that
lie.
nigga crossed that bitch. It crossed a lot of people.
So now that you mentioned like bleed out spots and stuff, that reminded me of a really sad one. Akame got killed. The girl with the yellow hair and shit.
The tigress kind of chick.
Yeah, she had the belt. Fucking item, whatever, sacred
Artifacts.
treasure, artifact, or whatever. Her bleed out spot was in a fucking alley, bro. That shit was bad.
That's tough.
Caught
Like-
a couple bullets to the stomach.
Fucking walked through the alley, fell down, and like people are walking by this fucking alley. It's dirty. It's dark. No one sees her. I was like, that's a shit fucking place to fucking go out, bro.
That's a rough one. That's a gritty as hell one,
We're
bro.
gonna turn it to a bad bitch real quick. I see you.
Let me see what else.
So I was gonna say another. Not it was a sad moment, but like a decent bleed out one would be, Gurren Lagann. Kamina inside of his mech suit. That's a sad one, but if I was in that type of place and shit like that, I would choose one of those. Like, don't let me just blow the fuck up. Like, let me be inside my mech and that motherfucker. I did my job. I'm good now. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, Gundam or any damn near mech show be having some sad ass fucking final moments, going out type shit, bro. Like,
Fucking,
there was one I was watching.
Anarchy in fucking,
Oh, yeah.
what the fuck was it? Iron Blooded Orphans. That was another sad one when his ship got blown up. He's just drifting inside the ship.
That shit was fucked up.
all over your body.
And then who else? Damn near any Gundam show is fucking depressing to me.
100%.
But I was gonna say, different little question, right? This is for D&D. I'm not trying to get any ideas or anything type shit, right? But for your character in D&D,
Little backstory: we all played D&D together as well.
so for your character in D&D, right? How do you see them going out if they had to, right? What would your scenario be?
Callisto would probably go out in the sacrifice for somebody else. Just being the hero.
So I'm guessing pretty much all y'all are going to choose sacrifice to get that out the way.
Yes and no, right? For him, I would see his character getting dragged to fucking to the underworld.
Yeah.
As much bullshit you've been through with that motherfucker, yeah, you.
That's definitely an option for sure.
What about you? 'Cause I know you're still kind of new to it a little bit.
Yeah, I am
But-
still kind of new.
For those who don't play D&D, right, you may seem like niggas like nerdy and stuff like that, but once you make this character and you build their life and you sit there, you play as them, and
They watching our podcast. I think they nerds already.
facts,
We've been talking about Spider-Man, Avatar, all type
all
of shit.
type of shit.
Yeah.
But
bottom line is you build this whole new personality for
And you
the
become
next
it.
few years, and yeah, you actually become it.
Yeah.
Oof.
I'm
It
not,
gets deep. It gets deep.
I'm not gonna lie. All right, so a little bit more backstory. I know we keep backstorying, but my character in D&D got two personalities. So mine would probably be self-sacrifice, but like the nigga switching in between his personalities because he finally learned and controlled both of them. So they like kind of come and sing for one final goodbye.
Mm.
Okay, I see what you're saying. That'd be kind of like they finally agree on one thing type shit. Like, all right,
Yeah.
we finna
I know. I'm
We finna do this.
You know what's another one I can see for your character with the two personalities? Full Metal Alchemist when Greed fucking died. When Greed sacrificed himself to save the other buddy and shit like that. I can see that. One of your personalities giving themselves up to save the other one, that would be kind of fucking tough.
That sounds kind of tough.
That would be tough as hell. Like, look, bro, we've been together for a long time, but hey, one of us has to go. And it can't be you.
Really,
I lost my hearing.
I'm gonna wait till this hearing come back.
Oh, that hurt.
Another funny way I see Kalisto dying.
You got some on you.
Another funny way I see Kalisto dying is was it Hercules? Have you watched the Hercules movies?
Which one?
I think it's the one with The Rock.
Yeah, of course.
I forgot the actor's name, but he always kept wanting.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh, yes.
Yeah. He always wanted to die, but
When Hercules caught the fucking, it was like a flaming spear or arrow. He caught that motherfucker. He was like, "You denied me my destiny. You're welcome."
Oh, when the arrow, arrow storm, he just stands
it's a
there.
barrage, and they all missed.
He's just sitting there looking. It's not my time.
Yeah, I thought that would be funny for Kalisto.
He didn't die though, so how would you die?
I'm definitely die.
You're talking about a motherfucker who lived.
No, but I
Bad
think it's just
example.
the fact of wanting to die at a certain point is just like, take me. Oh,
He drunk.
cut off.
Slipped out my hand. I don't know how the fuck that
The need too strong. This shit fire.
Well, tear me up apparently. I don't know how my character would really go out, because I mean, as a barbarian, it has to be in combat. You know what I mean? So it could be like, for example, you've all seen Narnia, Prince Caspian.
Watching that last night.
Have you seen the second movie?
Yeah.
Right, we remember the scene where the Minotaur was holding up the gate. He's holding up something heavy. He's getting shot with arrows and things like that. But he's sacrificing himself as a feat of strength to let as many of his people escape. Like, that's a decent way to go out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Another example is, we talked about this one before, where you're, like, someone had it on TikTok to where the barbarian's rage was running out, but he started using basically his life to fuel his rage until it was extinguished, so he can keep on fighting. You know, there's so many different ways for a barbarian character to go. It's either I'm going out in a fucking pile of fucking bodies, or I'm going out to save somebody. And I've already fucking shown that I'm willing to jump in front of a motherfucker to save him. You!
Oh,
Motherfucker, what you mean, fool?
must have slipped my mind.
So there was a time. Once again, I'm the dungeon master for our sessions, right?
He's insane.
I'm not insane.
Like in a great way.
I come up with this shit off the dome too. But there was a time where
Was that
TNT
one?
Saint's character is a barbarian, and Apex's character is a cleric, right? He had the horn, a war horn, to summon a dragon. Although they didn't know it at the time.
I didn't know it. That nigga knew exactly what the fuck it did.
No.
You knew what you did because you had it with the one shot with David.
Did we?
Yes. Because I kept yelling at you to up the horn, and you was like, "Do I do this now?" Yes, motherfucker, I'm
I
losing.
wasn't there.
No.
Shar was there.
She knew.
Yeah, she was the only
I
one.
thought
that
you
knew.
knew as well.
No, I had it. I didn't. I
Yeah,
never
they
played with
didn't.
David.
He didn't. You guys didn't know what it did. Anyway,
Like,
long story
fact
short,
check that.
they had some.
No, that's a fact. I never knew what it did.
We had
If I knew
some
what it did, I would've been
fire
up the horn.
drakes that were attacking the party, and they weren't really able to fend off the fire drakes, and they were getting ready to die and whatnot. His character, his name was Callisto, right? Callisto was getting ready to make the decision of upping the horn or not, but the fire drakes were focusing him. So his character is named Daldar. Daldar got the fire drake's attention,
No.
and he jumped in front of Callisto to protect this man.
Y'all ever seen when Piccolo jumped in front of Gohan and got his shit smoked? That's what I did.
But he survived the first hit. And
Barely.
he survived the first hit, and I hit him with the Madara. You survived the first one. What about the other?
As soon as he said, "What about the other?" I looked at him. I said, "Up the horn. I'm not surviving this." He was like, "You got this, bro." Ah! I said, flying into a wall, unconscious. I was like, "Yeah, bro, up the horn. My final words. Do it."
So he's definitely a very self-sacrificing character.
After that, I stopped sacrificing myself for people
Say.
because he still was undecisive.
So anyway, back to the original question of it, right? How is the dungeon master? How I see your guys' character going out, right? Especially because I see like a lot of your guys' character differently, right? For your character Callisto, I see you going out making a decision, right? Where you have an important NPC or player in front of you, and you end up using your healing magic to save them instead of yourself.
Yeah.
Using your last spell
Yeah.
to save them.
Yeah.
So end up sacrificing your life like that, right?
Yeah.
I see Daldar going out more blind rage, right? And especially that using your life to do so, right? But at the same time, well, in the midst of that blind rage while fighting, turning and taking an attack for someone else, right?
Okay.
And then for your character, especially since your character is a fighter, right? I see your character specifically.
The personality got you AIDS.
Hey, that's like low key.
That's crazy.
What are you doing to us?
I see your character going out more pile of bodies, right? Kind of like holding the line while everybody else is retreating, and just
Him, her, him.
dual wielding,
Sword,
him,
her, him.
dual wielding while holding like the entry point or the like covering the retreat type thing, where swarm of enemies end up killing you, but
Shit.
pile of bodies type shit too. So that's how I see your guys' character more going out, right?
Okay.
A little more blaze of glory.
Bro.
We've had some sad moments in our campaigns too, man.
Recently, like a motherfucker.
Recently.
I mean, besides that one, right? Honestly, during our little Christmas special one that we did with Krampus, I thought, obviously, I knew Daldar wasn't gonna die, right? But I felt like, damn, that might be it for my motherfucker, bro. Like, I would go, we were fighting Krampus in this Christmas special because Christmas, a little while ago.
That nigga different.
And Krampus was just, it was too high of a character for us to fight, us being level 7 at the time, him being level 20. He doesn't tell us the level of the creatures. He doesn't tell us the AC, armor class. He doesn't tell us their health points. None of that stuff. We have to figure it out on our own. But like Krampus was sitting there, he had he kidnapped some naughty children and things like that. We went to go rescue them, our party. And when we had 2 kids left to go get, and when I got the 2 kids, and I pulled another fucking Piccolo for Gohan, taking a fucking blast to save the fucking kids. I thought it was GG's for me. I'm like, look, bro, y'all just gotta get the kids to go.
too, didn't you?
He did, yeah.
Yeah.
You learned from me.
No,
I put them.
I did it first.
I put them in tough situations. I make them. Either you survive or the kid dies. Which one?
Obviously, we had to go for the kid to make sure they survived. We finally actually came up with a name for ourselves. the last resorts.
No, bro.
Because you don't want no one else other than
No.
you want everyone else other than our party.
You made it to us, you fuck.
Exactly. We'll get the job done.
But damn.
There will be some war crimes on the way, though.
Yeah, for sure.
All in the name of justice, though.
All in the name of gold.
Money.
That's all.
They have to pay rent for their kid.
Which is crazy, bro. Can't escape rent, and even in our fantasy. Okay.
You didn't even say the sad moment.
What did? Well, I thought Daldar was done for.
Oh, okay.
I knew he was gonna die, but I thought he was done for and stuff. But I mean, obviously, this besides what recently happened with Toblin, or Toblin's our barkeeper, NPC. It would have to be the Necromancer fight.
It was
And that one's actually clipped. So if you want to see that reaction and that whole episode
we
of
still
us,
got that, don't we, or no?
no, you lost it.
Well, I don't got it no more.
How?
The thing with Twitch VODs is they go away after a while.
Damn.
Yeah,
It was clipped. You failed us.
I definitely.
You have failed this city.
Damn.
Well, it was
I
clipped.
would hate to hear that.
It was clipped, and
So I gave them, I think, 2 pretty good D&D sessions where I put the first one was a moral dilemma, right? Where they had to choose one of themselves to give up, right?
To mind control.
To mind control, right? And
Die.
basically, right? To sacrifice themselves. They don't know when, but they have conditions they have to fulfill if they want to keep their character alive, type stuff. So, to the BBEG at that time, they had to willingly give up one of their teammates, right? And then, so that was a long session. That was a very depressing session too, right? They looked at me like I
Kicked our goddamn dog and then ran him over repeatedly.
basically.
I'm talking about.
And then one of our recent sessions, I took away their favorite NPC. And basically, it was like their Jiraiya. Is the way I described it.
Pretty much.
I took away their Jiraiya. Like this NPC was helping them become the party that they are. Type stuff. So we've been having some fire D&D sessions. Hopefully, maybe since we got the new PC and stuff, we can probably start streaming and recording some stuff again.
That'd be easier for me.
So we can actually
What is
post.
I don't have to bring my PC. I can just sign into my Twitch account and stream it off of the PC.
Oh, that's dope.
All I had to do is bring my camera.
Right. So hopefully with that,
Hopefully, we'll probably start using Kylie's.
Yeah, we could do that too.
That way you wouldn't have to bring your camera.
I still bring my camera. Just because it's easier for me.
That's fair.
okay,
I know how to work it.
makes sense. So yeah, hopefully we start streaming and recording some more of our D&D sessions as well. Y'all should definitely check them out.
We have a decent setup for it now, too.
Yeah, it'd be so much.
We got some pretty good content going off with the D&D as well, especially what's coming up soon.
And luckily, what I could do is I could hook up the monitor to the actual stream, so I could put like a overlay where they see the map too.
I got 2 monitors up there, so yeah.
So they can see all the maps, and then I'll put the face cam in top left, and it'll look way better. They can actually see what we're doing in game.
Oh god.
That'd be dope.
Yeah. Hey, one thing about Kalista though, he always finds a way to aura farm.
Their characters
Name a time.
The jail, the necromancer, and recently with the dragon.
You didn't horror farm that
I
one.
had a cowboy hat on.
But he was thug enough to go out there though.
Yep. Took a thug to go out there and talk to a dragon by himself.
Yeah.
Name a time where you think we lost aura in D&D.
The time he landed on me.
Oh, with the octopus?
Yeah.
That was
That was one.
I think you missed that one. We went into this cave. We had to climb down this cliff or some shit, and
They spent
like 45 minutes.
45 minutes trying to come up with a game plan to scale this cliff about what time of day they should go. Because if it's at night, the tides are high. If it's low, or if it's at noon, the tides are low. But you have this that you have to deal with, right? So they had all of it just for the book that I was using to say no matter what they pick, they hold. No matter what they pick. Yeah. And I was like, okay, cool. I'm just listening to what the book said at the time. That was like one of our 3rd, 4th sessions, whatever. So I didn't know what I was doing yet. I was like, all right, cool. I'm going to just check it out, right? They spent 45 minutes. And I was like, damn, they forgot I was here.
We stopped talking to him 100%. Like, we was in that motherfucker, bro. If we go here at low tide, we can fucking make it. But we run into the chance to run into the octopus, so we gotta wait till later in the day. We eventually, I think we decided to go with going in at noon, and risking it. And this big ass octopus came out of the fucking water, started attacking us. I was feeling myself at the time with my barbarian, my fucking axe and shit. So I fucking said I want to jump at the creature, and I rolled my D20, got a natural 1 on that motherfucker. Right? For our shit. You roll a natural 1, it's a critical fail, obviously, but you get a consequence that goes along with it. A prone action, you slip, you fall, some dumb shit. The octopus ended up hitting me out the fucking air and landed on Callisto, and Callisto lost his next turn because he was stuck under me. So yeah, we definitely lost Aura in that one.
Oh, Aura lost.
Another moment you lost Aura, the orc chief.
Oh yeah, we kicked the shit out of $2 in his chest.
For that one,
let me roll out like I wanted to, bro.
For that one, they went to go talk to an orc chief. Orc chief is about as big as his character is when he's enlarged.
Yeah, so,
right. So they're like 13 foot tall people, but that's when he's enlarged. So one session he's enlarged due to the wizard that we had with us. She enlarged him. 13 foot tall. They get ready to talk to each other. Ooh, wop, bam. Right? Next session, because I left it off at that part right there. Next session starts. She's not there that day. So he asked me, am I still enlarged? I was like, nah, bro, she not there with you. How is she going to use magic if she not there? So he now back to being like 6 foot. He started trying to talk reckless. Or Chief kicked him in the chest, sent him flying. Basically,
I wasn't even talking reckless though. I basically like shit. I talk reckless. I was actually for a fucking Neanderthal barbarian. For a Neanderthal barbarian, I was under control at that point because it was me and you who went up to go talk to the motherfucker. I wasn't talking reckless. What you mean? You did most of the talking.
What was the what Hulk kick buddy?
It was Edward Norton.
That's basically how I. That's how I envisioned it.
That's how I imagined it too.
He hit a tree.
I don't know how the fuck he survived that game.
Look, I ain't gonna lie to you. The moment my character got up, I was like, you know what? I told Apex and said, I'm crashing out, bro. He kicked me in my chest. I'm for the rage, and he's like, don't do it. We can't survive this. Fuck it, I'm up in the camp. But I calmed myself down. I was able to control myself. We got through that situation.
You gotta control yourself.
I'm controlling my temper. You can't be like that game.
Complacency.
I don't really think there's any other parts that y'all lost. Like
I did. I got one. When we fought the electric dragon, the lightning dragon. And I sat down at the bottom. We had to go up an elevator, right? But there was these statues on the first floor. We didn't know what these statues did, right? So I was like, you know what? The rest of the party, go to the elevator. I want to stay here at the statues just in case something happens. I want to destroy them. Video game logic, right? Fucking destroyed the fight starts off upstairs. And lightning dragons attacking the party, this, and this. I asked the DM, can I roll to destroy the statues? Destroyed the statues and shit like that. Got in the elevator, came up, opened the elevator. It was my turn to attack the dragon. And I said, all right, cool. I want to rage. I'm raging, charging at the fucking lightning dragon. roll of that one. I felt like I had a whole WWE entrance, and I'm like, you think you know me? And I got what's Buddy Dave Santino Marella? I ran to the Royal Rumble ring and got flipped the fuck out immediately. Because I rolled that one. I remember you said I got smacked by the fucking lightning dragon, and he put his paw on top of me. And I was pinned down and stuck at that point. I lost all aura in that moment. I thought I was on some tough shit. Like, all right, cool, the Barbarians back in the fight. We finna win this motherfucker. Nah.
You got your biggest hitter get put down the first time you pull up. It's crazy.
That's demoralizing as fuck. I ain't gonna lie.
There was a time our little brother played with us, and when we were in, not Nomengard, it was our current castle that we're in now.
That is Nomengard.
Was that Nomengard?
Yes.
The Dwarven place?
Where we fought the...
Axholm.
Axel. There we go.
Axholm.
I knew it wasn't Nomengard. We fought this fucking Banshee. It's the first time we ever came across a Banshee and shit like that. The spirit fucking creature. I remember I went to go...
Thankfully, you ain't fight a Banshee. You wouldn't be able to do nothing.
Because I wasn't able to do shit. I'm one of the only melee users in our party. Now we have we have
2 fighters now.
2 fighters now. So we have more frontline fighters and shit, right? Man, fighting this Banshee, I'm going to have to swing at it. And again, I'm our biggest damage dealer when it comes to melee. Swing it, whew, went right through it, did 0 damage. I was like, oh, okay. That's it. It's up for us. Our little brother was playing with us at the time, and he was like, hey, he was a fighter too. He was like, if Daldar can't do shit, I know I can't do shit. What's the plan? He hits us with a fucking
Banshee cry.
A Banshee cry. We had to hit a dexterity saving throw. No, Constitution. Constitution saving throw. I failed it, and I think like a couple of other people failed it.
2 other people failed.
2 other people failed it, and there was probably like maybe 7 of us. So, 3 out of 7 were down on the ground. I remember Mikey said, yo, the Barbarian's down. We gotta go. It was like, what do you mean? Our biggest hitter is out of this fight. We have to retreat. And we did. We ran. They said they dragged my body out of the fight. It was like, we're done. We can't fight this motherfucker no more. I completely lost aura in that moment, and I couldn't do shit about it.
Kalisto's biggest aura loss is being paralyzed for a whole game.
Against the ghouls?
Yeah.
That was the same place.
Yeah.
No, there's been a few.
There's been a few times where I've just been paralyzed. Everybody's in battle, and I'm just kind of sitting there waiting to be unparalyzed.
He got paralyzed one time. He got jumped by minotaurs.
Yeah,
He got beat up by a mind-controlled weakling. He got jumped by more ghouls.
You just have like the...
He
the
has a
worst-
high AC, too. His AC's like 18.
But he
But
has
for
the
the life
worst
of him,
luck.
bro.
Yeah.
My rolls are always on point with
At that time I had an AC of 16, and all of his hits just missed me.
For those that don't know, AC is armor class. That's basically let you know if you get hit or not.
Right, and all of his just kept fucking missing me. And I'm sitting there fighting. I'm like, how's everyone else doing? Khaleesi in the background. All you hear is a bunch of motherfuckers telling Khaleesi, fight back, fight back.
Actually, they took it as the JJK.
My life of being the unluckiest cleric.
For real.
That's not a good name of an anime.
Damn near is.
My life is the unluckiest cleric.
Reincarnation of the unluckiest man.
If you guys haven't decided to get into D&D, I highly recommend it. Find you a good group. Get the stuff online from D&D Beyond or whatever. Not trying to promote no shit. Just fucking look into it. Have fun with it. It's a good time. Like, I think
Just don't take it so serious. That's
Yeah.
Have fun with it.
That's all it is. Just to have fun with the shit, man.
Yeah,
Like
like
our first session was 11 hours long, but at the same time, it was a lot of us trying to figure out our characters, how the game worked, things like that. Like, I know me and you, we watched a lot of Critical Role
Yeah,
to figure out how the things go, and I love Critical Role. They're a great group and a great D&D campaign to watch.
I think my biggest thing is when you make a character and you do its background and everything, don't like be so detailed in your background. Like have a decent background, but then play with your character and then marinate with that character so you can truly understand how you want this character to be and how you want him to act and just don't try to have your character a set way in the beginning when you first start off. Like actually have a feel for your character and you enjoy it so much more.
We're
Like-
coming up on our second year of doing this, right?
Yeah, we started in January of 2024.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it was January 6th or 4th.
Something like that.
For those who want to be a DM and things like that, or if you even don't want to be a DM, look into doing it. It's a lot of it. There's things out there to take it off of your hands to make life a little easier for you. But once, like, you can get that. So once you've done it a few times, it starts to flow a little natural because all of it is just a story, right? And you gotta get the feel of where the story's going and stuff. Like, all right, cool. Well, hey, I know this scene right here feels like it can't be a circus. It can't be a circus, but even a circus has a script.
Also, I've never been a DM, but from watching like a lot of different D&D groups play, I think the biggest thing about being a DM is not having a set path. Like,
You gotta be fluid with it.
yeah, you have to be fluid with it. There should be options. You should. I don't think you should ever want your players to go down this one road. You should want to be like, you have this temple, you have this dungeon, you have this, and have your players have that choice of like, hey,
How they want to do it.
yeah, I want to do this dungeon. I mean, at the end of the day, you could still have all of that lead to the same main plot that you want to do as a DM, but just like let them have options.
And don't be anal about the stuff, man. If things don't go your way, roll with it. Because, as the DM, you're just sitting there writing down what everyone else is really doing. You know what I'm saying? Let your characters have that freedom to make mistakes and stuff like that. You can't save all of them.
Yeah, I also think that's even as a player, this is a big thing that I think we're still trying to learn is just somebody's about to do something stupid, kind of just let it happen. Let them make their choice. Like as much as you want to be like, don't make that dumbass decision. Let it happen. See where it goes. That's the beauty of it.
Deal with the consequences later.
Deal with the consequences later. I think that's the beauty of it. It's just to let shit happen and let shit roll and see what happens. Fuck it.
As someone who is a DM, don't listen to what they say. Don't do it. Don't be a DM. It's terrible. You get headaches, bro. They
I'll be
lying.
the DM the next
They lying.
campaign.
I'm also down to be.
They lying to you, bro. There's so much stuff you gotta remember. Things you gotta take. Your whole script gone.
You
All
don't
of it
take
gone.
notes and you don't have a script.
I did have a script. They weren't supposed to fight in the battle. Just the last session, they weren't supposed to fight in the battle. It was supposed to be a diplomatic part. Yeah, dude was being rude to him in the thing. It was supposed to just be talking. And he going to tackle the dude.
We
Now a
tried
fight
to
broke
talk.
out.
We
Now a
tried
fight
to
broke
talk.
out. And guess
Did
what?
we not try
The
to talk?
and the dragon that wasn't supposed to show up yet popped up because of their actions.
Did we not try to
The
talk?
whole script gone.
Did we
That's the
not try to
beauty of it. There shouldn't be a script.
It's not you.
We tried to talk. We tried diplomacy, but your NPC wanted to be an a-hole. You walked in their house, and we said, "Hey, look, we just trying to figure out if we can stay here. There's things going on outside."
So-
Buddy was being a dick.
So for Buddy that when we was in New Mexico, when he walked in the house during the party,
I used diplomacy. I didn't tackle him.
Shut
we threatened. There
Allegedly, not
Allegedly. They don't have no. They have none on me.
wanted to. Did
Pass
not
me a
do it.
Coke, buddy. Anyway, no, for being a DM though, it's fun. Like seeing your actual story get played out and having the being able to be fluid with it and just changing everything on the fly, right? I learned very quickly that yeah, your stories is fuck. Like it's gone. You can have an idea. That's the basic thing. Just have an idea, and with your idea, have 12 more ideas that go with it. Right?
You have to be on the
Everything.
fly.
It's such a branch. It's such a tree. Necessarily to say right. It's metaphorically, it's a tree. So many different branches and paths that it could take. Right? I let them just do what they want. And then don't be afraid also to put your foot down as a DM, right? Because they're going to try to do things, especially some very dumb things, and you're like, no. Like, you're taking it too far, you're throwing the story off too far. No. Here's what we're going to do instead, right? Because you're still technically the referee, right? You got to let them know, foul. Flag on the play, bro. That ain't it. You gotta change it up, or you just force them back to the story path. You know, because they will get
Sidetracked.
lost, right? And if your sessions are going slow, one of the things I recommend that I just started doing that we kind of found out that works pretty good is you don't have to take turns one at a time, right? Especially if you're new to it and things are going kind of slow. But if you're a DM that can kind of multitask with stuff, right? Let 2 or 3 players take their turn at once, especially during combat, because combat is probably the slowest part of D&D so far.
Yeah.
Let them let 2 people go at the same time, and while they're rolling and getting their numbers out, you can come up with the next stuff. Boom, you just knock 2 players out at the same time. On to the next.
Especially if you have a large group. Right?
We normally have 7 to
8 people.
7 to 6.
Yeah.
We used to have 8, but those numbers died off.
I also think something that we should start doing is during combat. I don't think because D&D Beyond it gives you a brief description, but it's not anal about the descriptions of what the moves are, right? So it's not like, oh, this is how this works, this is how you do this, that, and the third. It's more of just a brief description of the move. So, sometimes we do shit wrong, and then we get so caught up in, the actual rules behind it, and then we start searching things up. I think sometimes we just gotta let it flow. If we fuck up...
Especially with Sacred Flame.
yeah.
Oh my god.
Well, that's a perfect example, right? We thought Sacred Flame worked a certain way. It didn't work, but we didn't go into detail about searching it up. If it works this way, we just let it flow. Then we realized after the campaign, hey guys, this is not how it works. We fucked up. For next time, let's do it right.
Don't be afraid to make those adjustments.
Yeah, but also try not to make those adjustments during the game, because it kind of breaks the immersion, and it breaks it disrupts the flow of the game. Sometimes it's better just to let it flow, and then after the campaign is done, not the campaign, after the session is done,
Bring it up.
Yeah, this doesn't work like this. Dude, it gotta go like this next time.
And I'm glad you mentioned something though, the immersion of it. Man, once you're playing, get into it. Well, if your character acts a certain way, obviously don't be a dick to everyone at your table.
Yeah.
And shit like that, but get into it. I remember when we first started, I used to dress up for the shit. I had a fucking medieval helmet, I had a cloak that I wore, and a little battle axe that I carried around with me and stuff like that. Just to, have a little more fun, make it funny, get into character, and when you first start, people are gonna be shy, they're gonna be nervous, they don't wanna feel foolish and stuff like that. Be open minded about it. Don't be a dick to people. And you know what? You just encourage people to, hey, look, that was funny. That's good. Keep doing shit like that. All right, hey, you know what? kind of toning it down just a little bit with this, and you'll be spot on. You'll be good. You know what I mean? Give good feedback and shit. Don't be an asshole. That's the main thing. Just don't be an asshole about shit. You will have fun with it. I remember when we first started, we used to post about it and things like that. We had so many people wanting to join us for D&D. Everyone's like, "Oh, I want to give it a shot. I want to give it a shot." And for us, our table is always open. If you want to give it a shot, by all means, come play. We'll show you the ropes, get your feet wet, join the game, and see if you like it or not. And if you like it and you want to do your own campaign, branch out.
Bro. I mean, at the end of the day, you are playing a role-playing game. Role play. Have fun. Be immersed. Be your character. And don't be afraid to be your character.
Yeah, the more you get in tune with it and in character with stuff, it does make things fun.
Yeah.
Right? Especially for a DM, because you're sitting there coming up with a story and then everybody's just kind of staring at you and they're not saying anything. You're just like, all right. Well, I've been talking for 20 minutes. Anything, guys? Nope. Okay, I guess I'll go for another 20 minutes.
Yeah.
So, yeah. D&D is definitely something fun to get into.
You guys will see a lot more once we get it all set up and everything. You'll actually get to see us in our campaign mode and things like that, right? You'll be able to see and join in live or whatever and watch us play D&D, we just do it for the fun of the game, bro. That's all it is.
Going back to letting your character marinate for a little bit. When I first started, I had no idea how Callisto should have acted.
I remember your personality set was you were a noble from a very rich family,
Yes.
and you thought you were better than everybody else. Secretly.
Yes.
Secretly thought you were better than everybody else.
Callisto doesn't act like that at all.
After he got humbled. You get your ass whooped a few times, shit, I might not be that dude, bro.
But
You got straight Vegeta.
My pride.
I started a family. I'm no longer that guy.
Mid campaign, Khaleesi's gonna turn evil.
but another thing about like my character is I didn't know if I should be this actual holy man. I'm a cleric, be all good. And after a while, Callisto's a fucking drunk who hangs out with Barbarian all day.
Skull.
I think Callisto's character now is, or my character now, is more of a holy man who just wants to be an adventurer. Just to have fun. He's a noble. His family does not fuck with him. Still waiting for my check, by the way.
Pigeon mail takes a long time.
It's
It's
been
been
years.
it's been quite a while.
The skies are dangerous. There's dragons around.
But yeah, my family doesn't fuck with me. I'm a nobleman who has no money. And I'm a holy man who acts holy in certain situations.
Only when it suits me.
Only when it suits me, yeah.
Gets hold by the gods.
Hey, I get held by the gods a lot. I made bad decisions.
Don't be afraid to put a twist in your character too. Like, man, your character, just having a multi-personality, right? That's a good twist, right? Something fun to add into.
Bitches out.
Huh?
Talk about his fucking legs.
My
bad, go ahead.
But stuff like that, throwing a personality twist in there, right? Because it does give you the option of, man, if I'm bored acting like this one day, I could just switch it up real quick,
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's not overly complicated, right? He literally just told me, like, hey, I got two personalities. They kind of switch it random. All right, cool. Just give me a signal. Or at this point, I can kind of tell just by the tone or some of his actions that he take. All right, he switched.
I'll be saying some crazy shit when I switch. I ain't gonna lie.
For example, last session, we gotta come up with a different name for your other personality.
Facts.
Because your character, his regular personality
Sir Mara.
is Amaris.
Samara.
This just flipping in reverse. So his regular character's name is Amaris. In the session that we were doing, when we were sitting there trying to use diplomacy, like that ever worked. We were sitting there using diplomacy, right? It was me, it was Daldar and Callisto sitting there talking. Amaris is standing next to us, and you said something crazy to him, and he brought it to my attention. I was like, what? I was like, I'm sitting there trying to like, I'm listening to the conversation with our sorceress to these guys, and he said something crazy like, we should just kill them all. And he's like, he's scaring me. Who's scaring you? It was like, Emeritus, what the fuck did he say? We should kill them all. No. We shouldn't do that right now. And then I proceeded to tackle the motherfucker.
Yeah.
But I'm a crash out.
And then we killed them all.
That's valid.
And then killed them all.
Yeah, proceeded to kill them all.
So, I was right at the end of the day.
You got what you wanted at the end of the day.
I didn't get to loot the corpses though, man.
Another thing for immersion's sake, pay attention to the details of the story. Actually, like perfect example is when our wizard went into the room by herself, and she had a whole conversation with what was it, the orc?
That was worshiping Talos.
Yeah,
Anchorite of Talos.
Oh, bro, me and you was just sitting there fuming.
yeah, we was just sitting there, but technically we heard the conversation
But
because our DM is telling us we're in the room, but our characters are not in the room with her.
So we don't know what's happening.
Yeah, our characters don't know what's going on.
so we gotta disregard everything we just heard.
Yeah,
Pretend that it didn't happen.
just pretend like it didn't happen.
You have to have your character come back and relay that information to your party. Because if I'm all the way on, the west side of the castle, y'all motherfuckers on the east side, I don't know what the fuck going on. And you know what? If y'all what I like to do is if you're not next to me, I don't try to throw out opinions on what you should do.
Yeah.
Nah, yeah.
If you ask me a question in real life on what you should do, hey, Brody, I'm not there. I can't make that decision for you. This is your moment. This is your chance. This is your shot. Go for it. Do what you got to do. We'll deal with the consequences later. But something you did mention though about how you're letting Callisto learn to grow and stuff like that. I have to do the same shit with Daldar, because Daldar has that barbarian / soldier background and stuff like that. And I remember I made one of my personality traits is I wouldn't leave behind my friends and stuff on the battlefield and everything as a warrior and stuff like that. And I didn't stick true to that in the beginning and stuff like that, like because my brother knows. My brother knows me pretty fucking well, and he knows how to get under my skin and how to egg me on in certain fights and stuff like that. Like with the Minotaurs.
Mm-hmm.
He knew exactly how to egg me on to get me to leave my party behind to fight and leave them defenseless, and I fell for it. Because he started playing on my ego and my pride, and I couldn't let that shit slide. And but at the same time, I left behind my fucking healer, and he was getting jumped by Minotaurs. And I was sitting there having a one-on-one fight with a Minotaur, because the Minotaur, he had it to where the Minotaur dropped its axe, took off its armor, and looked at me and said, "Come on. Me, right here, right now, you versus me." And I'm like, I ain't no bitch. Hey, look, bro, you ain't gonna call me out. I took off my armor, dropped my axe, and it was Char. I was like, "Are you sure you want to do this?" I ain't never been no fucking bitch. Whole time, y'all getting jumped in the background.
3 Minotaurs on me, said,
Fuck
that.
But you know what it was?
I felt like Green Lantern.
Beat his ass on the
You
street.
gotta add that clip to this.
I definitely am, bro. I'm adding the one of the
I was
top
police in the
two.
background. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't stick true to my personality traits and how I needed Daldar to be. And so I think I'm starting to change that now. I'm getting better at it to where I'm not leaving my party behind to go seek glory, essentially.
Oh, I'll give you a perfect example of that.
Of what I did it, or what I did.
So you can tell that he learned from this. Oh, I'm back. Hello. Something was in my eye. Still is. Anyway, it was during the Necromancer fight where his character
Oh my
ended
god.
up rushing the Necromancer. You end up rushing the Necromancer and was trying to kill the Necromancer.
By myself.
But the Necromancer kept summoning skeletons, and he had the ability to transfer the damage that he receives to the skeletons. So he was just sitting there slashing his way through skeletons, but couldn't get the Necromancer. And the whole time this is happening, Kalisto is getting jumped
Again.
by a mind. He's getting jumped by a mind-controlled
Teammate.
party member and a few creatures. They're jumping him. The rest of the party is scared. They're not trying to fight. Yeah, he ended up. It was right around the time where he was just about to get down, and I literally, because I know as the DM, I know how to egg them on, right? Especially him. And I basically told him, like, so are you willing to let your own team die by sitting here trying to fight me? Well, their blood is on your hands. And he stopped swinging and left the necromancer to go save Kalisto.
I want y'all to understand this though. In my head, right? If you know anything about video games and shit like that, when you have somebody who is summoning things, you go after the summoner. Don't waste your time on the goons. Go for the big motherfucker. It gets rid of all the goons. That's what my mentality was. And I truly thought that I could get that motherfucker. And I was sitting there like, I'm talking about, all my rolls were hits. I wasn't missing. I was going crazy. I was raging, extra damage, just fucking hacking, slashing at skeletons, getting them out my way, but he just kept summoning more and more. And it's not like I don't know what's happening around me and shit. I hear him talk about, hey, I'm getting jumped, I'm getting my ass whooped. The other party, like, they were still fighting, but they wasn't trying to jump into the fight itself. They were just using, like, range attacks, while my cleric is the second person in the front line. So I was like... And when he told me that I had to make a choice, either keep going after him or let my cleric die and shit, I was like, that's when I realized I was not playing my character the way he was supposed to be played. The way that I made my character, I was playing that motherfucker like I was in a fucking one-player game. You know what I mean? Like, I did not consider my own teammates and how crucial I can be to helping them continue in the fight. But it ate away at me because I was like, damn, I can get him. I know I can. I felt like the main character of that motherfucking moment, bro. I know I can do this shit. But I'm sitting there watching the rest of I'm watching fucking Team B or Team 6 and 5 from Naruto get their ass whooped. I'm like, damn, Team 7, we got this shit. Now I was watching my whole squad get wiped, and I was like, fuck. But after that, I changed.
Oh, yeah.
Completely changed. I was able to lock in a little more. I don't leave the party that much anymore.
Yeah.
I became a better character for our group.
What also helps too is that we do have the expansion to the party, right? Your character definitely adds a lot of frontline capability, right? Because you can go frontline or to the back, right? Especially because you do stay next to the squishies, right? Which helps out. Even though, yeah, like guys, don't be afraid and worried if you miss your rolls, right? You just being there helps and adds a factor in and of itself, right? So that makes it just worth playing, you know. Just by having your character there, you automatically take the heat off of
the sorceresses,
and the cleric, healers,
and it gives me less stress because I know that there's someone there to help them out. So I have, obviously, like my character, I have the highest AC, or not AC, HP in the fight, in the group, so I can go take a little more damage. When I rage, most damage is cut in half, so I know I can go out there by myself and survive, right? But I can't go out there and fight the way I want to if I have to worry about them, right? And I said y'all can't handle yourselves and shit, but it helps out to have other people to protect y'all. You know what I mean?
With your new domain.
With your new shit, now you better.
Well, I get y'all.
You can jump deviously.
I'm the most jump nigga in part of these no cap.
If y'all ever seen
Call this nigga Mahito.
I say that shit. If y'all want a good example of what it looks like him getting jumped, watch fucking Itadori and Nanami beat up Mahito. He's Mahito.
But also what I like too,
Fight back, nigga, fight back.
what I also
Take that
like
nigga
too
shoes.
is that we're starting to do, especially with the fighting two at a time, it does add more to a sense of like team kills, right? For example, using your C domain where he had a Kraken with a tentacle that was crushing the life out of a character, and his character wanted to attack him. He ended up hitting just enough to get the AC to kill the creature, right? And so with that, we had it to where Callisto threw the crushed creature's body at Amaris, and he stepped to the side and cut the creature's head off, right? Team kill, an assisted kill type stuff, right? And one of the biggest things is to especially make
You bitch. What's wrong with this thing? Go ahead.
what also makes it fun and enjoyable is you don't have to narrate and go into great detail on everything, but doing it for the kills makes it fun,
Yeah,
right? It helps add a different layer of immersion to it.
Yeah,
right?
especially for combat, because the combat is like the least immersed you could be.
It's boring at times.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. I swing, miss, next. Swing, miss, next. Fireball.
Building the story is a lot more fun than combat, but
And then think about actual physics as well, right? I know it's just a game,
I have a blast in combat. I can't say that.
so I know it's just a game,
It's just
right?
like
But think
drafts.
about the physics. Some of the things that I do, right? For example, last session they fought some mercenaries in a room, and half the room was filled with water, probably up to about good shin deep because of the sea domain, right? Not really much to affect the terrain, such as like walking around and stuff. However, one of the sorceresses or wizards cast firewall in the room. And I was like, okay, casting firewall in a room, got it. Half the room is now on fire, and part of your wall, because she made it technically a circle, is now put out because it's coming into contact with the other half of the room that's a swirling whirlpool
yeah.
of water.
And that's a good example of what we talked about, like letting these consequences and hey, look, we got to deal with it when we can, right? Like it changed your game plan up because now you had to step closer.
Which of that needs to get jobs?
Consequences,
Because his character stepped closer to help put out the fire that was now spreading in the room.
So y'all don't
Right.
suffocate.
And then you got to think about where you're at times too. For example,
Oh
our
my
little
God.
sister, she decided to cast a fireball or fire sphere spell inside of a small tunnel. He's cooling down the camera battery.
Oh,
Casting a fire sphere
throw it in the freezer.
inside of a tunnel. I said, okay, you can do that. However, small cramped space, big source of fire. Now your oxygen is gone. Y'all are now on a time limit to get out.
The battery's okay.
So I said throw it in the freezer.
Oh, I put it in the garage. Same shit, basically.
I like how my answer wasn't enough that you had to ask it again.
Right, the fact check.
Crazy. He did it like 3
I
times.
Co-sign
fact
you
check.
too.
Oh, bro.
Co-sign
Guess it
you.
wasn't enough. Guess we'll go fuck
I'm
ourselves.
gonna ask the motherfucker who's doing the shit.
We know what he's doing.
doing.
It wasn't my first time, gang.
Oh, bro.
I know it's not. I watched you disappear like 4-5 times.
So he's.
You wasn't watching them well enough because you would have knew he took
This what we mean by
battery
paying attention to the details, bro.
I
This
got
what we mean
zero
by paying attention to the
intelligence.
details.
out. Not a real life
Don't
bitch.
be afraid to collab. You know, you gotta collab with the team, bro. Because that's what we're all there for.
Definitely a fun game. Definitely recommend it.
What?
Especially whoever's watching this. If y'all close by to us and whatnot, you know, y'all in the Chicagoland area, possibly hit us up.
Don't be a furry, bro. That's the only rule.
Goodbye.
Don't make that shit weird either, bro. Like some of y'all motherfuckers be on some freaky shit. Leave your freaking shit in your fucking browser history, nigga. Don't bring that shit to D&D.
I'm not letting
what
you.
you look
I'm not letting you fuck a dragon if you come up to me and ask me that.
I'm still trying to.
Yeah, I gotta give it a shot, bro.
Yeah,
Bro,
Donkey
I got
could do it. I could do it.
Facts.
I got this.
First of all,
MMO
Donkey was
for a
played by
reason.
Eddie Murphy.
That
None of y'all are Eddie Murphy.
That didn't sound like you.
What did you say?
Huh?
What did he say?
I don't know, but when you said facts, it did not sound like that.
Anyway,
Sometimes,
it's definitely some fun stuff, man. I love D&D. I'm glad we got into it. We're definitely gonna start expanding to some more stuff.
Especially the relationships you build with your other players, bro. That's just
Oh, it's hilarious,
like
man.
our,
Just
like our relationship in D&D is the
So
dumbest
dumb.
relationship.
We're like, who would you? So, as a good example, right? We're like Natsu and Gray from Fairy Tale, right?
Yeah, we're
We're the
cohesive
same
team when we could be, but we don't get along at all. We're
Eh,
fire and ice.
oh.
We don't mix well.
We always fight.
but let
with
one of
each
them motherfuckers get down.
Oh yeah, look,
that-
no one can fuck with him but me.
Perfect callback is the
Krampus.
Christmas one shot we did. It's when he was explaining earlier, he went down by Krampus saving the kids, and everybody was scrambling to save him, and everybody was
what it-
like, "Oh, I could get to him."
So
I could-"
everybody had went towards the exit at first.
yeah, we're all by the exit. He's further off, about good 90 feet.
Yeah,
I said, "How much can I dash?" Before this, everybody is talking. I'm gonna save him. I'm gonna save him.
no, it wasn't that. I was going to say it was like, how do we save him?
Yeah,
There was no confidence in their questioning, right? And I'm sitting there like my character's down. I'm unconscious at this point. I'm at 0 HP, and I just hear Cuz go, "What do you?" He said it to you. He's like, "Can I go save him?" No, I am going to go save him. Like that nigga
Oh,
make
bro.
that. He makes that shit with his chest. Like, no, I'm going to get him.
And
There is no ifs, ands, or buts if this nigga surviving or
for the
not.
most part, Kalisto is unserious until he has to get serious.
That might have been one of your. I would say that's your third serious moment.
It's when the gag character gets serious.
Walking.
It's like Saitama's serious punch.
it's
It's pure confidence. It's my rival went down. Nobody's going to save him besides.
I know. I think about your character now. Fremen, the priest that was smoking, drinking.
Yeah, he's a perfect example for my character.
That did everything that wasn't what he was like
Yeah,
supposed to do.
I'm not supposed to do any of that.
And I will say too, right? It's seeing scenes like that where, as a DM, I'm like, damn, I gotta let them cook.
Yeah.
I'm like, but I'm not gonna make it easy, right? And for example,
That shit made me almost tear up when he was like, "I am going to save him." I was like,
and what I like too wasn't the
nigga.
fact
It was so
was,
dramatic. I
it
was.
was.
You save him.
but it wasn't just that though. It wasn't just that he went out there by himself. Your character as well sent the kid along the way. I was like, I'm going back.
I wasn't gonna leave him alone.
Like both of these niggas turned around. I was like, "Fuck it, we got to charge." You know what it was? It was off of Narnia.
Are you
Peter?
with? And he said, "Are you with me
Peter and the centaur
to
Are
the
you-
death?"
And both these motherfuckers charged back to go. Literally, Santa and Krampus had them motherfuckers fighting at this time, and they both of them went to go rescue his character in the midst of all that.
in the midst of basically Titans fighting.
Yeah.
Right in the middle of it.
Two level 20, two top level motherfuckers causing complete chaos, and these motherfuckers.
And I think it was I think it's my favorite moment ever is when you get back up. He said, "I have the coconuts." And in the description of the coconuts,
Hold on, let me.
it says when
I'm gonna read it.
I think I have a brief memory of what it says, but it says the person in front. So the Daladar has to bang the coconuts so we could go.
They're
But the
coconuts of
person in
speed.
the front has to make a certain action,
A pose.
a pose, and the pose is a hand on the hip, and one hand out like this. And he's behind me at this point because I use healing word to heal him from a
I
distance.
got it right here. So it's called the Coconuts of Haste. Allows you to move as fast as a horse for 8 hours between long rests. During this time, you're at disadvantage for any stealth checks. It can also increase the speed of one other friendly creature if they stand in front of you and keep one arm stretched out and the other on their waist. So they gotta stand like that, basically.
So as he pulls out the coconuts, I instantly get in pulse. As I hear the coconuts clapping in the back, I wait for him to come pick me up and we dash to the exit.
I think, like, if this shit was animated, that would be, like, the most perfect scene. You came back for me. I wouldn't let you go. How do we get out of here? I got the coconuts.
Another favorite moment of mine was just recently when we were at the fortress, and it was the NPC. He said, "Who the fuck are you?" And me and Daladar, in complete sync, said, "Who the fuck are you?"
Like, so, that's like, to give you guys some backstory on me and his characters, right? Again, I'm a barbarian. He's a cleric. We are damn near supposed to be two polar opposites of each other, right? We bump heads a lot.
A lot.
Like, when it comes to making decisions for the team, we're locked in because we understand the story.
Yeah.
Right? But when it comes to actually our characters, we fight each other a lot. Like, we had even right?
I was make sure the camera was still on, bro.
We had a training arc that we did, right? And
free XP type shit.
basically, right? Free little level up and shit. And we, you know what the fuck? It started all because of the fucking Gnomon Guard.
Yeah, because of command.
Yeah. Yep. I remember that shit now. We were in a fucking throne room with a fucking gnome king. King was fucking corrupted. Said that he wants us all to kneel because we entered his throne room unannounced and shit like that. Me being my big pride and ego self, I said, hell no, I'm not kneeling for this motherfucker. Everyone else in the party kneeled. They was like, bro, just get down. I was like, no, fuck him. Fuck this other. He's 4 feet tall. Barely. Fuck him. I'm not gonna listen to him.
Mind you, there's a whole army down there in the room.
We could have won that fight.
We could have never won that fight.
We would have won.
Y'all was level like
3.
DM.
Not a 1.
Who did we won that fight?
My head it just.
Answer there.
there's no way.
Yeah, so we would have never won that fight. He still refused to kneel, and I have the spell command, where I can make him do an action that I command him to if he fails the saving throw. And I commanded him to kneel.
Yep. And I told him, I want you to remember this. I'm gonna get my get back on your ass. The get back always gonna be greasy, bro. I'm gonna get my get back on him.
Yeah.
I actually did end up later on in that episode, in that session, I did end up punching you in the face.
Yeah.
Wasn't enough for me. I wasn't satisfied with it because I felt like you hurt me.
So in that same session, though, one of my favorite scenes with Callisto's character was, so I like to incorporate different gods into the sessions, right? Depending on who you pray to and all that good stuff for your character. He had beef with Hades, Lord of the Underworld.
Yeah.
Shit went down. Whoop bam. Ends up joining hands with Poseidon, King of the Sea.
Water Nation.
Right? And so this was his first real interaction with Poseidon. So because he used the command seal, the command spell, let's say command seal, fucking Fate's Day. Because he used the command, pissed off the king because he used magic in his throne room.
Yeah.
Right? Pissed off the king, got thrown in prison. Party was going around doing their own thing. He's sitting there locked in prison. He had time, so his character was sitting there meditating and started praying to Poseidon to, build a connection and all this stuff, asking for help. Poseidon ends up responding and ends up causing the moisture in the air to oxidize and rust the chains that were on him and the lock to the
bars in the prison.
The bars of the prison, right?
tough.
end up oxidizing it, causing it to rust, made it brittle. His character ends up busting out of the prison, and he then gets into combat with these guys. It was 3 of them.
3, yeah.
It was 3 guards fighting him. Now, mind you, he is a cleric. He's not really one of the fightingest class.
Your role's on point at that part, though.
Man, I had it to where it was a whole action sequence where his character ended up summoning a trident.
My first time summoning my spiritual weapon.
First time summoning his spiritual weapon. He made it a fucking trident to honor Poseidon, right? And he wiped out all 3 fucking guards in one turn.
Yeah.
And I didn't fudge anything or nothing like that. He wiped out all 3 guards on his own and escaped the prison.
Minimum effort.
Big Orifar moment though for him.
Super
That was
Orifar
dope.
moment.
But
Even on another funny note as well for their characters, right? They had a character that they hate. NPC named Bart. End up scamming them, right? They end up catching Bart, who just got attacked by an assassin. He survived the attack, and this was in an inn tavern. Caught him in a room, got attacked.
hold on, you gotta mention I want to mention how we caught him.
Okay.
So in the tavern, right? Obviously, we're role play. Me and Kalisto are at a table drinking, right? My character's drunk, his character's drunk. We're sitting there just talking mad shit to each other, but we're laughing, having a good time. It was our 2 sorceresses and our druid. They were upstairs. They heard a loud commotion going on a couple of doors down. They went to go check it out, and the door was locked. And they couldn't open the door.
Oh, I know it.
And then that's when Shar yelled, "Hold on, I got this." Shar's like she's our sorceress.
Pocket wizard.
She's my pocket sorceress, right? She's the one who enlarges my character. She heals me. Like she's like, if you ever seen Vox Machina, she's my pike to my grog, basically, right? She calls down from the second floor of the tavern.
Another aura loss woman.
She calls down, Daldar, I need you. And so I told the DM, I said, I want to jump up from the table and flip the table onto Kalisto. He was like, all right, give me a strength check. Barbarian kills the strength check. Fucking yams the table on top of him, runs my drunk ass up the stairs, and I go, what's wrong? What do you need? The door's locked. Kick the door open. No questions
did you
asked.
headbutt the door?
I think their headbutter kicked it. But it was
Because you headbutt the door because your head was through the door and it was still on your body as you took the door off its hinges.
There was no questions asked because my sorceress said she needed my help. So, cool. Say less. Straight check roll. Melee attack. And our strike. Cool. He says, all right, you make the roll. Well, how do you want to do it? I said, I want to headbutt the door. He was like, all right, cool, but it's now stuck on your neck. So I ripped the door off the hinges and then just ripped the fucking door off of my neck. He was still under the table at that point.
I was drunk. I get up eventually.
But like,
That's the dumb stuff that we make the characters go through.
you
And then they
do whatever the fuck you want.
proceeded to, because Bart is a bard, they proceeded to heal his wound from the assassin and then proceed to take him out back and torture him.
So what about money back?
Why'd you? Holy man torturing.
They kept healing his injuries.
And I kept causing more injuries.
Yeah,
It was a beautiful cycle. I'm not gonna lie
what
to you.
we would call it is a genjutsu.
Put his ass in a terrible genjutsu. But like, that's the fun stuff about it. Like, we've had a lot of dumb moments with me and his character together. But again, there's moments like he said, like, where we will lock the fuck in
It's time to get serious.
and get serious. Like, all right, cool, we'll fight side by side. Like when we had the session where my boy and his wife came down.
Oh yeah.
All right, or up essentially.
Yeah.
They're from Louisiana, and we ended up finding these Wendigos. This crazy shit happened. He had this item he had to go plant in the forest, super far away. He's fucking running,
Jetting.
jetting it, and a Wendigo is chasing after his ass. And I was like, you know what? I disengaged from the fight that I was in because everyone else couldn't handle the Wendigo that was there. I chased down the Wendigo that was hunting him down. And I remember I was telling the DM, I was like, bro, he's like, all right, you cool, you catch up to the Wendigo, what do you want to do? I was like, all right, cool, it's my attack. I want to make a grapple. Make the grapple. I said, I want to fucking spear the Wendigo from behind and wrestle that motherfucker to the ground. And I want to sit there and try to use my strength to hold this Wendigo is way bigger than me too. Because I want to use whatever strength that I got to hold this motherfucker down to give him time to keep fucking running. Wendigo fucking, I'm holding it down, it fucking throws me off of him, gets back up, fucking takes off like, all right, cool, I'm taking off right with that motherfucker. Like, I'm chasing, I am doing everything that I can to make sure that Wendigo never reaches him.
It's all fun and games until it's not fun and games.
Until he's like, all right, shit, we might actually lose this bitch. Oh no.
Because what was it? Kylie's character, she got down during that shit, and then so she got down. They end up reviving her, and she immediately attacked the Wendigo again. And this time, I made the Wendigo down her and then kill her on the spot. I was like, stay down, and kept it pushing. Like, next time you should have just mind your business.
You know, I remember another dumb moment that we had with me and him, the Cobalt.
Which one?
I don't recall.
The one where the little Cobalt was talking mad shit to us.
With
And was like, I
Rodario?
will fucking eat you. And we got in trouble with Rodario.
They did a lot of stupid stuff, bro.
Yeah, we had a lot of dumb moments.
That's just how D&D's supposed to be. It's supposed to be fun, dumb shit you guys do together.
Yeah, but
And then just recently, right, adding your character to the mix, having 3 people, an enlarged barbarian, a cleric, and then a fighter hiding against a door trying to eavesdrop in on a conversation, literally stacked up underneath each other, trying to listen to a conversation and stuff. And they're like, when do we bust through the door? Like, chill out, bro. It's still just a conversation.
You know what's another funny moment I remember from D&D? When he got mind controlled and had to tie his ass up and carry him around because we couldn't trust him being out by himself. The fucking dude kept getting mind control left and right in that motherfucking moment. So I was like, shit, we can't leave him alone. So what do we do? Tied his ass to me. I was like, I got him.
So as a DM as well, right? It is important to kind of study your players' character sheets to know what their abilities are, because sometimes they'll forget what their abilities are, right? For example, with the Necromancer storyline, I had the Necromancer able to, if you speak your name, it's able to gain a level of mind control over you, right? And I end up knowing the plot that I have for the Necromancer. I was like, I either want the druid's name or I want the cleric's name, right? If I get the druid, I had a storyline for that. If I got the cleric, I had a storyline for that. They end up giving me the cleric's name, right? They're like, this can't possibly go wrong, because they were more focused on the fact that I told them if they don't give me the name of this royal, I'm going to have the cleric off himself, right? Because I wanted the name of the royal to mind control the royal, to either control the country or use the royal as a sacrifice, right? They were more focused on the fact that his life was in danger, so they started forgetting certain things about his character. I had something in the back of my mind already. His character has what's called a truth
zone of truth.
Zone of truth, and in that zone,
They have to tell the truth.
they have to tell the truth. They can't lie. So,
Okay.
I then later on had them find out that the noble was hiding inside this lodge in an underground bunker area. They go over there. They meet with the royal. His character starts spazzing out because of the mind control. They tied him up, took him away, left it at that. Right? They then got attacked at night where everybody's asleep. They got attacked at night. They're like, oh, well, what do we do with Callisto? They're like, we'll leave him here. Right? They got attacked at night. The rest of the party went dealt with the attack. Battle ended like that in one turn, damn near. Right? They're like, okay, that was easy. They come back, and Callisto is gone, and there's a soldier that was unconscious on the ground next to where Callisto was tied up. They hear a commotion, and they go to the underground bunker, and they see the guards that were guarding the noble all dead on the ground. And as they make their way to the door where the noble was, they can see Callisto's character holding the noble. It was a princess, holding her by the neck in the air, and you see the zone of truth activate. And he asks for the noble's name.
Yeah.
Got the name, and both characters collapsed.
That shit's tough. I ain't gonna lie.
And they were like, definitely forgot that you could do that. I'm like, bro, I knew his character sheet. I knew he had that. So regardless, I had a whole storyline for either way that it was going to go. Right? And that's something that is DMs you have to have. Right? Because they completely forgot about your abilities.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure you forgot about it for a while too.
Nah, I knew I had the zone of truth. I just didn't know the route you was taking with it.
That's a crazy ass plot twist.
Because
I
the
ain't
zone
gonna
of
lie.
truth is something I use a lot. I used it recently in our last campaign. I mean, last session. Not last session. The session before that? It was Krampus. I had to figure out what kids were
Yeah.
actual kids and not.
During the one shot.
Oh, bro.
I used
And
my
then
zone
you
of
used
truth a
it
lot.
during it was when you first used it in Nomengard, and the zone of truth had a radius.
Yeah.
The creature was outside the radius,
He kept walking away, and I kept walking closer to it.
but then I made him step inside the radius
Yeah.
on purpose to answer the questions.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, that's not good. You want to know the truth? All right, I got your truth right here. So that was a good one as well.
Giving my name up was aura moment within itself.
Yeah, that was definitely an aura moment.
Because it was the chaos within the group.
They fought for like another 30, 40 minutes.
Dang.
Trying to figure out who they were going to give up. Either the druid or the cleric. 30, 40 minutes of them arguing. And I'm sitting there just watching like,
And if I remember correctly, we never got to a conclusion of who was giving up.
the conclusion ended up coming based off of you and Taylor's conversation.
Oh, yeah. We had like a
So-
sidebar. And mind
Not
you,
even a sidebar. These niggas didn't say it. Damn near didn't say a single
Yeah.
word to each other.
mind you, we're across the table from each other. And I look at him, and I say, my name is Callisto of the Regulus family. And gave my name up. And it was just the pure awe of everybody, because we didn't tell anybody we were going to do this. It was just
Because there was
fucking
three,
silent
there was
agreement we made.
there was three other people there that were arguing. Obviously, one of them was the druid because she realized what I was going to do with her name. And they just argued and argued and argued. And I'm sitting there watching it, and I see both of them look at each other. And he was like, Taylor was like, no. And then you were like, and then his patient Taylor was like, I'm sorry. And
The crazy thing is, sorry.
Go ahead. The crazy thing is, that wasn't a conversation. I know
No,
between
yeah.
Daldar and Callisto.
We
That
said
was
it was a silent agreement.
it was a legit between me and my cousin. Like, I don't want to do this, bro. I don't want to do this. Like, it was bro. That shit broke my fucking heart. Cause it's like, damn, I know me and your character beef, but that's my nigga.
Yeah.
I was like, bro, I can't do this shit.
It was tough, and mind you, I didn't have to give my full name. He just
That was some aura farming shit.
He just
though, bro.
needed my
I
first
wish
name.
you were there to see that nigga, bro. That shit made me triple. I was like, that's my little cleric.
But as my character being a noble, your last name means everything. So I gave up my full name because I'm going to give you.
Nigga walked forward up to the necromancer and said, my name is Callisto from the House of Regulus.
Yeah.
I was like, a name with power. And then took that bitch. That shit broke my fucking heart.
And then that motherfucker ended the session right there.
Oh yeah, and I ended the session right there,
Mind you,
bro.
our DM always leaves us on the nastiest
Cliffhanger,
cliffhangers.
bro.
Oh god, bro. I made motherfuckers want to come back for the next session.
Yeah.
You seen it with the Toblin.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Big motherfuckers want to come back for the next session for real, bro. Because you want to leave them with something that it's like, damn, we gotta continue.
You talking about comeback, bro? We be ready for a part 2 right after part 1, gang.
Oh,
As soon as
God.
you finish the session, run it back.
I do want to start incorporating more of like our personal backgrounds to our characters into the story if we can. You know what
I mean,
I think we're
it's gotta you guys gotta flesh out more stuff and then bring it to me for that.
I think now
No.
that we're in season 2, we could really start diving into the backgrounds of our characters.
Yeah.
I think like visiting hometowns to
I have some stuff in mind. It's just once again
how quickly we can get through things.
how quickly we can get through stuff,
Yeah.
you know. Especially now that we're speeding up combat, we can get through stuff a lot quicker.
Yeah.
You know, we're gonna get through stuff way quicker, and I'm definitely focusing on reading up on your characters more too. That's why I even asked you earlier today, like, do you have your background on your
Yeah.
character, right? A backstory.
which I really don't.
I don't really either. I have an idea of what I can add.
I have an idea.
I've already damn near created some backstories for you guys just by reading your characters. Not necessarily necessarily a backstory, right? But more like stuff to dive into your characters.
This podcast episode feeling like an interview almost.
Yeah, the chemistry.
Yeah.
More along the lines of opportunities for your characters to get into stuff, right? And having them go into their backstory, right?
Where the hell did you not rob graves?
I'm a holy man.
You ain't never been no holy motherfucker in this entire campaign, but the one time we got a chance to go loot some shit, you don't want to go loot shit.
When I want to rob graves, it's a problem.
Oh God! Like, where the fuck this shit come from, bro?
We don't mess with graves. Sacred lands. Don't piss off the gods.
That's your whole shit.
I pissed off one god and one god only.
Y'all definitely gonna start seeing some more stuff too, man. I got so much stuff planned out for our season 2,
Yeah.
right?
I think great character development for Callisto is visiting his noble family and hashing out whatever. I don't even know, but
No, that's why I asked you today about your backstory, right? Because I already came up with some stuff.
right.
I already came up with some stuff.
The only thing down there, guys, I got beef with orcs. That's it.
No, I already came up with some stuff for your character too.
Does it orc involved?
No.
So yeah, I made my character have a strong dislike to orcs.
Mind you, we have a half orc.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so my wife plays D&D with us. She's one of our sorceresses. She's a half orc, half human or elf,
Halfling.
something
With draconic bloodline.
with draconic bloodline, right? So she's a very complex character. I don't fuck with half of her character, and she knows it. We find it. We make jokes about it and stuff like that.
Whoa, what do you?
What do you call her?
Yeah, what do you call it?
Before the character was even finished?
Yeah, what you call it?
Yeah, butt slut.
And she was just, are you serious? It's not me. It's not there's a it's an anime that was out where they main character, his main ability is like he's a fucking chef or a farmer, right? And they have to fight orcs, different monsters. They have to level up.
Is he?
It's different characters too, from like it's different people from Earth that they slowly start getting added to the party. One, they're ass too, like they're trash.
I don't think I watched it.
Ah,
It is,
dude.
the main character is a guy, right?
Yeah, it's a guy. He has like a blue tunic on. His only main weapon at the time was like a fucking kitchen knife that he had. He's real fucked
Short
up.
hair.
Yeah, short hair, short like brown.
Is there like a?
There's a chick with like armor, pink armor,
Is,
blonde hair.
was there like a wolf in his party?
No, there's not a wolf in the party.
No.
What's to that point?
There's two. It's like 3 girls in the party plus him. 2 sorcerers, a knight.
Whoever's watching this, if you can figure it out before he gets to the answer, let us know.
Comment section.
Comment
It's a
section.
reincarnation remake, right?
No, they're not reincarnated.
So is that an isekai?
It's not an isekai. They're like Digimon. These motherfuckers get transported into that world. No, they're not dead though. Like
Is it isekai doesn't
they
have
go
to be
back
dead,
and
though?
forth. They go back and forth. Like they get
Oh.
transported into
Portals.
kind of, right?
No, I don't think I watched that.
Bro, so it's fucked up, right? They think they're killing. They think it's a video game.
Oh yeah.
All that just for him to say that shit.
I
He
knew-
got it right
I
there.
knew you watched it. They think it's a video game, so they're going around killing motherfuckers in this shit. Think it's a video game. Whole time, it's a different.
Standing on a Million Lives.
Yes, there you go.
Yes.
It's a different world that they're in. Buddy is over that bitch murking orcs left and right in this shit. But
Yo,
they like,
I
fuck
made,
up
so I
orcs.
made Daldar hate orcs.
I knew
just
you were
as
gonna get
much
that one.
as-
W, yeah.
Just as much as Goblin Slayer hates goblins.
Yeah. Ooh.
That's the level of my dislike for orcs.
I
Don't
s-
know why.
I see an orc kill. Pretty much.
Essentially,
Yeah.
the only time I didn't do it was with the orc chief
That,
because you wouldn't let me.
that was different circumstances. It was a whole army of orcs. The orc chief.
But what did I
kicked the
give you
shit
though?
out of
What
them.
did I give you?
You did give me my moment.
I did give him his moment, right? Because the orc chief had an army invading. So the whole time the necromancer stuff was taking place, they had an army of orcs invading the lodge.
I'm talking about stressful shit, bro.
Mind you, you had this orc chief fucking aura farming the whole time.
Oh, 100%.
There was I'm pretty sure it was a creature we fought beforehand. That
No, we saw it. We never fought it.
You saw it, and then
and,
later on, you guys fought it a different session.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then come to see this orc chief, the same creature comes into the camp,
Kills a few orcs.
kills a few orcs, runs into the orc chief
Inside his tent.
in this tent, and Cuz says, all you see is the head of the monster roll out of the tent.
So the way I had it described was the creature. It was a ankeg, right? It was like this ant-like creature. It burrowed its way into the ground, popped up inside the orc camp, started attacking shit, sensed the fucking orc chief, burrowed back underground, went underneath into the orc tent. You hear the creature burst forward. They're not seeing anything, right? But you hear a loud, and then you see the head get tossed out the fucking tent, and that's it, right? And then had this shit go on where they're now talking to the orc chief. This one motherfucker is, oh, I speak for the orc chief, blah blah blah. You're not allowed to come in here, type shit. Second in command, wannabe nigga, trying to think he hot shit. He get to talking, woo wop bam. Orc chief come out, nigga start talking. He's like, "Who said you could speak for me?" Killed the nigga right there. Like I had this orc chief on demon mode.
Whole time, I'm like, I want to fight this nigga, bro.
And then we had it to where the lodge was attacked, right? So they kidnapped a princess, save a princess.
It's not kidnapping.
They kidnapped the princess, saved the princess, killed the necromancer, made their way back to the lodge.
Yeah.
Lodge is under
We
attack,
kidnapped her.
surrounded by fucking
We didn't
orcs.
kidnap her.
They go in
Shrunk her and stuffed her in the sack. We
to,
kidnapped her.
they needed a distraction, right? So that way the orcs are away from the gate, so that way the party can enter. I had it to where Daldar got enlarged and went off by himself into a horde of orcs.
At that time, I was
You just got
Storm Herald. I was a Storm Herald
with Odin.
with Odin. And I told him, I was like, I told the party, I am not planning on coming back from this trip. I want y'all to understand this. I'm about to go have my fucking Blaze of Glory moment murdering orcs. 100%. I don't want to come back from this fight. And they all got to the gate. They were sitting there trying to get it fucking open. And the DM was like in the background, and you can see orcs flying left and right with lightning striking from the sky. And I was joking around at that time, because every time I want lightning to strike near me, I want to just shout out Shazam! Because I was in that motherfucker going crazy with that shit.
So I let him have his orc moment, right? And then the whole time this is happening, Orc Chief is now pulling up to the fucking lodge. This nigga gets onto a bridge and they fucking destroy the fucking bridge, right, and send the fucking orc chief into a fucking river. They're like, then I want to freeze the river and type shit.
That was a good idea, though.
It was a great idea. Except orc chief was just that nigga. And they froze the river partly. The nigga kept going through the fucking frozen river, made his way downstream, came up from a different side, and started making his way to the lodge.
Another sad ass moment.
They had to, another sad
Falcon.
moment.
Falcon.
Yeah, so they ended up, the owner of the lodge was a hunter. He was like, look, this is my fault partly. Like, these people are the nobles are under my protection here. I need you to do me a favor, get them out. They was like, well, what are you going to do? Well, me and my men are going to distract the orcs. We're going to lead our charge and go straight for the orc chief. That was their plan.
In the
Right.
commotion, take the princess
And dip.
and get the fuck out of there.
So, as this is going on, literally all the other hunters are like, fuck it, we in our first rodeo, it happens type shit. They were all in it with Falcon.
Mind you, me and Daladar were ready to die with them.
These
We
niggas
were the
ready-
only two out of our entire party to be like, we are not leaving this motherfucker behind. Natalia, she was already on the horse like, what are y'all waiting for? We gotta go. This isn't even our people. Fuck them motherfuckers. We out this shit. Whole time me and Kalisto like,
You ready?
shit. Well, I ain't leaving if Falcon ain't leaving, I'm not leaving.
Yeah.
So, Falcon and his few men, maybe like good 15, 20 of them, end up charging out on horseback to go attack the orc chief, right? As this is happening, their party sneaks off into the woods with the princess and her kind of like advisor, right? They sneak off into the woods, get the fuck out of there. As they look back, the last thing they see is Falcon using his bow fighting the fucking orc chief, right? That was the last thing they fucking see. They get into the woods. Turns out the advisor was a fucking op. He was a
Whole
traitor.
time.
He was the one that pissed off the orc army, pissed off the necromancer type shit. They start getting into a fight.
Sound like Donzo.
Basically,
Basically, yeah.
Bruh.
this nigga, because mind you, he was also I had it to where that was the princess's uncle
Yeah.
and right hand man to the emperor, the king. Right? He was an op. They get to fucking arguing and fighting and shit. And as they're getting ready to start fighting and whatnot, they felt a thump on the ground. And you could hear footsteps approaching. And I had it to where the orc chief had followed them. And because they stopped, it bought enough time for the orc chief to catch up. As he caught up to them, he was dragging Falcon by the leg to them. And Falcon had an arm missing, and he tossed the body to these niggas. Literally, that's the kind of timing this orc chief was on, bro.
I crashed out.
Understand.
That's the kind of timing I had this orc chief on. And then they end up coming to a somewhat of a mutual agreement. He wasn't on their side, right? But he realized that they weren't the true enemy.
You remember in Baldur's Gate when you have a NPC with a yellow circle under them? They're neutral, but if you attack them, they'll attack you. That's how he was to us.
Yeah.
And I wanted to attack him.
And his attacks will attack them too.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had AoE attacks.
That did not give a fuck about everybody else.
But I'm talking. So at that point, what I did like though, it became a competition between me and the orc chief over who could get the most kills. I was like, I'm not losing to this nigga, bro. I'm not gonna let you out aura farm me in front of my team, bro. Like that's just not gonna happen. Nigga. I'm the big bad in this motherfucker.
Another sad moment. The Cyclops.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Had to where when he first pissed off Hades, right? The Cyclops, they were fighting Minotaurs. Hades showed up and Cerberus showed up. And these motherfuckers was about to be going through shit at this point in time. And because he switched gods to Poseidon, these two Cyclops showed up to help them out in the fight, right? These two Cyclops showed up, helped them out in the fight. Shit wasn't really going that great still.
This was a very sad moment for me.
Yeah.
So
This is my saddest moment ever because since I'm bound to Poseidon now, these Cyclops are like my
half brothers.
half brothers type shit. Yeah, so
They actually, one of them actually did call you brother.
yeah, and I was like, damn.
So I had to where the two Cyclops, massive motherfucking giants, intervened in the fight, picked up the party. Right,
I didn't want to leave.
One Cyclops picked up the party and got to running away. As he was running away, the other Cyclops stayed back, fought a bunch of Minotaurs and Cerberus and Hades to hold them back. And the only thing they see in the distance is this Cyclops falling to them, to the enemy. That's the last thing they saw, and the Cyclops got everybody else to safety.
The last thing I said to him too was, "I think, thank you, my brother."
I tried to stay back and fight with the Cyclops. He wouldn't let me. He said the Cyclops ran past me and just bloop, picked me up. I was like, no! You can't leave him behind.
That was the kind of shit I had going on with these niggas, bro.
That was a very sad moment too, bro. Because, like, what it was...
That was your first time you guys had to retreat.
Yeah.
Yep, that was your guys' first time you had to retreat.
It wasn't just that. It was while we were sitting there getting ready to fight the Minotaurs when Hades and Cerberus showed up. It was actually our little cousin wanted to switch characters. So you took over his character to make him like this fucking Death Knight type shit.
Mm-hmm.
Right? He showed up again, essentially, and made, Cerberus showed up and shit like that. But I remember you saying this. We was like, cuz we told him, was like, hey bro, you better get to pray to Poseidon because we might not win this fight. And I remember you telling him, as Poseidon, 3 rounds.
Oh yeah,
Survive 3 rounds, and I will aid you.
So basically 3 minutes in D&D.
Right. We had no idea what this aid was going to be until we heard 3 rounds fucking ended, and all you hear is 2 Cyclops come rushing into the fucking fight to save us. And we're like, oh shit, we can win this. Where are you taking me? Like, I don't know if you haven't seen Lord of the Rings, bro, but there was a scene in Lord of the Rings: The Two Towers where Legolas and another elf picked up Gimli and took Gimli away when all Gimli wanted to do was keep fighting. That's how I felt in that moment. I wanted to keep fighting because I was winning. God damn it, my fights was going well. I was having a good ass time. Took me the fuck out that fight. I was like, why? There's still more enemies right there in front of me.
When Poseidon said that, all I thought about was, how much time do you need, Kakarot?
If I can't, what did we say? 60 seconds?
Yeah, 60
if I can't last 60 seconds, maybe I deserve to die.
But I think that's enough of our D&D adventures. We could go
on
on forever about
for
our
a hot
D&D
minute.
adventures.
Just wait till tomorrow. We got some more shit.
Yeah, if you guys were interested in that, or that conversation about our D&D adventures, you're going to see it more often. I'll probably be streaming it again. I got another little